Hey, what's good, heavy hitters? So, here it is Saturday. Thank God I get to see another Saturday. I tell you guys on this channel all the time that some of us may not be here next week, because it's that type of channel. And Friday morning, me and my girl woke up around 5:30 in the morning and we were discussing who should go move the vehicle because it was street sweeping day. And she talked me into let her do it. So I should have never done it as a man. I should have been like, I'm doing this no matter what. She's just trying to be loving and kind, and I didn't feel like arguing about it, so I let her go down to move the vehicle. As I closed my eyes and tried to go back to sleep until she came back up, I heard a horrific screech and then a slam. Jumped up out of bed, butt naked, looked out the mirror, and seen that it was my vehicle involved in the accident. Talk about a horrifying feeling. So I tried to run out of the apartment. I ran out butt naked. I had to turn around, come back, put some sweats on, run back downstairs, and it's 3 stories up. And that was the 3 most horrific stories that I could even think of. So as I'm running down there, I run to the vehicle, and I'm looking in the vehicle and I'm screaming, where is she? Where is she? And I was screaming that to her. She had a beanie on. I didn't recognize her. I was in so much fear. I don't know what to say. So, here I just get my hours cut at work, and then I let her go down and move my vehicle. And I don't know if you could see what's going on, but this is what happened. There was an RV behind her. She couldn't see very well. So as she was pulling out, someone came ripping by, doing God knows what speed, and slammed into her. As you could see, a few more seconds, if she had been out any farther, it would have slammed into the door and probably would have taken her out, God, I'm sick to my stomach just thinking about it. So, fortunately, she was okay. According to the police, it was her fault because, it's the first lane, but you couldn't see with the RV behind her, so it made it very difficult to see. But it turns out that the other driver not only didn't have a license, but he didn't have insurance, he didn't have anything, and he slammed into her somewhere around 55 miles an hour. And when I tell you guys it could all be gone tomorrow, you never really think that it's going to happen to you, As I said, fortunately, she's okay, You guys, I try and do the best I can, trying to bring a positive message and trying to deliver God's message. And it feels like I said, just that day, I was told my hours are being cut. Money's funny. Here it is December, and then my vehicle gets annihilated, and there's no insurance to cover anything, even though she's considered not at fault now. I had liability only, and it is what it is, The bottom line comes down to this. Thank God she's okay, right? A vehicle can be replaced, a person can't, Wow, I don't really know what to say, everything's on a positive note all the time. It's not the case, but I'll tell you what is on a positive note. A, my girl was okay. B, another human being was okay. Whether she was my girl or not, she's okay. The other driver, fortunately, wasn't hurt as bad. He tried pulling the old, my neck, my back, all this, thinking that there was going to be some kind of money in it for him. But little does he know that in California, if you don't have a license or insurance, you shouldn't be behind the wheel of a car, and therefore, even if the accident was completely the other person's fault, you're at fault. Man, thank the gods. You know what I mean? Like, another heavy hitter is still okay and still with us. So, like I tell you guys, it could all be gone tomorrow. Believe that it could happen to any one of us. So, when I tell you to tell a loved one that you love them and care about them, let them know, you guys. Let them know, you know. I've tried to do that ever since then, but I try and do that consistently. I try and let them know that I love them and that I appreciate them for everything that they do. You know, my grandchildren, I don't even know them that well, you know, because of my past actions. My kids haven't really wanted to have me too involved in their lives, and I've sort of let that go the way it's supposed to go, I thought. But I'm taking this as a sign that I need to step it up. I need to get involved in these kids' lives, you know what I mean, and be a part of something, you know. Heavy hitters aren't just something on a YouTube channel, guys. We're a tribe, you know what I mean. We're all pulling for each other. There's people on this channel that have cancer, that have, you know, male afflictions that just are crazy, you know, drug addiction, family problems, this and that, you know. Like, we're here to support each other. And I know it's not the hugest channel around, but that's because we're here to support each other. Not everyone's out to do that. You know, it's funny too, because as I called AAA to have my vehicle towed away instead of having the police department take it and put it in their impound yard to where I had to pay impound fees and all this stuff. I waited for AAA to come pick up my ride, and as I'm sitting out there, some black kid walks up and he goes, "Hey, I was just watching you, man. You were on I was just watching you on YouTube," you know. He's like, "My name's KK." I'm like, "Hey, KK, it's good to meet you. Thank you for the support of the channel." And he goes, "No, man, thank you." You know, so A, my girl was okay. B, another person, I had just brought some joy to their life. You know, he said, "I just got off work. I was watching you at work." So that alone was magical, you know. And I'm sure the gods will provide with a new vehicle at some, you know what I mean, at some point. Hours have been cut, so having to get to work and back on time isn't quite the priority. So I gotta look at the positive, you guys. You know, Jay's doing okay. He's getting to go home, wait until his liver's ready, I guess. I don't know the full story on it, but he gets to go home until they're ready to do the procedure. So there's another blessing. You know, I could sit and just look at all the negative shit and everything and just be like, "Oh my God, woe is me." But that's not what I choose to do today, you know. Fortunately, I have you guys to turn to. You know, I got Magic here. He's a mechanic, so maybe he can help me figure out what I'm going to do about the ride, you know. Like, I'm not going to sweat the petty things. I'm going to pet the sweaty things. Believe that. Life's too short to be stressing over all this and that, you know. I think my girl's a little embarrassed because my car's totaled, and she might feel embarrassment towards that, but I'm just grateful she's okay. You know, no matter what it says, I'm screaming at her, "Where is she? Where is she?" And it's her that I'm screaming at. You know, that's just way out of line. Man, you guys could tell by the accident, let me see, that shit was hit hard. You know what I mean? Like, it was 5 more feet, she would have been taken out, man, and I wouldn't have my little Harriet to have conversations or fights with today, and I'm so blessed that I do, you know. It's funny how when you hear, it was just like being on the yard, you know what I mean? I heard those screeches of the brakes, and then I heard that clash, you know, and I just knew in my gut that it was my vehicle and that it was Harriet, and that I should have made the choice of getting up and going and moving the vehicle myself, all because of street sweeping. A $76 ticket. Now my car's totaled. My girl's a little embarrassed or upset. You know, she's upset at me because I should have been the one to go down and move the vehicle. I don't know. Whatever the case is, I'm sorry if this sounds like a woe is me thing. I just wanted to let you guys know what's going on in Badger's life. So I called AAA this morning to do the insurance thing. And as I said, I had liability only, so there's no money to cover the vehicle. But fortunately, there's no extenuating deaths or anything along those lines. Nobody's hurt to the degree where they're going to try and go for money. And if he does try and go for money, he's at fault, bottom line. So, listen, I appreciate you, tribe. I really do. And I'm grateful that I have you guys to turn to. And I'm so grateful that my girl is okay. You know, I'm grateful that the driver of the other vehicle was okay. And I don't know what else to say. You know, I mean, this is as positive a message as I can get out there. Just, I'm grateful for what I do have and not for what I don't have, because the list could get a whole lot shorter. Anyway, nothing but love and respect shot your way. Some people want it to happen. Some people need it to happen. The heavy hitters make it happen. Not worried about the car because I know the gods will provide. Anyway, you guys have a blessed day. Nothing but love and respect coming your way. All right, then.